Are we recording? We are.
Okay, that's good.
Hi, Dr. Mount. How are you today?
Just fine, thank you.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you do at Cornell and what makes you excited and passionate about being here?
So here was I thinking we were going to talk about data, but...
That's not one of your passions?
No, it's not, to be quite honest. So no, I teach, I taught econometrics for many years, and my area is energy research, which, you know, is a very exciting area at the moment.
Well, you said data is not your passion, but clearly you must use data to inform a lot of what you do.
That's right. But it's nice to get it in a, what should we say, a friendly packaged way.
Well, that is
so
one of our...
ready to use.
Actually, that's a great point, because data in an unfriendly way really doesn't help you achieve any goal, right?
That's
so one of my office objectives is to essentially give you information in a way that's consumable and useful to you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about, you had asked me for some trend information, 10-year information on student financial support in a variety of fields. Tell me what you're thinking about doing with that information and how it's going to help you.
Well, I've been at Cornell for over 40 years and supported students on external money for, you know, at least 35 of those years. And I think that what's happened over this time period is that it's got a lot harder to do, and the university's resources are more stretched, and so there aren't the sort of cushions that you need when you've got somebody on external funds and there's not quite enough to finish their program. It's increasingly difficult to get bridging funds and things like that. So a group of students, a group of faculty, in the department have formed a committee to look at how graduate students are supported and to try to make a proposal. And I think all the people on the committee feel that there's a lot of potential for getting more external funding if in fact the university provides some sort of backup that we can count on. I've only had, I think, one semester over this time where I had to cast off a student who had to wait tables to survive, but now I'm glad that I'm not starting as a new professor. You know, it really is difficult. Federal and state funding is much harder to come by.
Those sound like big challenges, but it sounds like you're ably equipped to start dealing with them.
Well, that it's very important to have good information about where support comes from at the present time, and to see whether the university is putting more or less money into the graduate program for different fields, and to be able to compare across fields. And I think that certainly in the applied economics area there's probably more potential than most social sciences to be able to find external support. You know, I work with a fairly big project funded by the Department of Energy with a lot of engineers, and certainly the engineers have much more professional ways of getting money. You know, that they have much more established procedures than we do. I think they get better department support, college support, and as a result they run very successful programs. Well, so I'd like to see that change in our school.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad we could help you in your endeavor.
Well, you know, just to end up on that, I've always found that people who work in the library or who are responsible for data records are very pleasant to deal with, and I think everybody on the committee appreciates how important it is to be able to get data without having to spend a lot of extra time doing that. So
I'm happy to
thank you
help.
very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.